Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to stay or go. Stay or move. This is in particular for my folks that are trying to figure out what they should do in terms of relocation, location, staycation. You can probably use this for a relationship if you want, but I'm gonna try and really just focus on the fact that are you gonna stay in the place that you're at, or are you gonna move, and see what spirit has to say about that whole thing. So is your answer in pile 2? Is something for you to consider rather in pile 6? What about 7? The timestamps are in the description box below. Make sure you watch the whole reading, as sometimes there's some nuggets that sort of come out towards the end that are really quite helpful. I'll see you in your pile. Bye. Hey there, pile 6. Hey there, pile 6. Pile 6, should you stay or should you go? Should you stay or should you move? We're going to be looking at this question, and we'll see what Spirit has to say about that. Oh boy. I was literally thinking before entering into this reading, because you're the first pile I'm reading for. And I was like, gosh, what if it's neither? What if it's... Okay, you hear that somebody singing outside? All right, lady. Go ahead, baby girl. I was like, gosh, what if it's neither stay and what if it's neither go? What if it's like don't stay, don't go? Or what if it's like stay and go? Listen, pile 6. Should you stay? No. Should you go? Also no. But that's not really it, is it? The tarot is saying something else here. The messaging here is a lot more broader than just a simple yes or no, stay or go type thing. Spirit wants to give you a few messages. When it comes to staying and going, I think you've already made your mind. And even in me saying stay, no, go, no, you had a visceral reaction of some sort. When I said stay, no, I think you kind of went, oh great, you kind of, your body released, right? Like exhaled. And when I said also don't move or don't go, you're kind of went a little bit tense, a little bit like, what do you mean don't go? What I'm seeing here is someone who already knows that they will experience more expansion, more growth, more if they take the chance to move. So while from my methodology of reading this reading of stay or go, it almost is looking like go, move. But you're not in the position to really like make that, like I feel like you're stalling that choice, even though you've already kind of made it. I feel like you've already made the choice and are just not making the choice, are just not taking the action. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse, the Two of Swords in the reverse, and the Sun. This looks like somebody who's made up their mind but aren't sure of the path ahead. They've made up their mind and it's a risk. It feels risky. It feels new. It's something that they're scared about maybe. We're not seeing the little, the fool, but we are seeing little fools in the form of the Page of Wands and the Swords boy, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is timid and shy and scared am I to face a world of men. Like that's that energy of timid and shy and scared and insecure. And so therefore those feelings keep you where you're at. Those feelings keep you staying. You moving is you growing, expanding, and doing something that you maybe haven't done. Something that's a little bit risky, but something that will rejuvenate your life, that'll jumpstart your life. That'll feel like an electric go clear right in your life, in your heart, in your being. The Two of Swords in reverse is telling me you've already kind of made the decision to do it. You know that moving would be the better choice. It's just maybe where to move to, how to move, when to move, doubts about moving. But either way, in this case, the situation is for you to move. Move. That's ordinated by the sun. This is young energy here. The staying energy. It's so crazy because we have page, baby, baby, baby with the sun. Aces are also beginnings. Pages are also beginnings. Pages are also beginnings. And here we have the 2-tier. So this could be somebody who moved, took a chance, moved. Things didn't work out where they moved, and they're kind of thinking, oh man, should I move again? Yes. Just because you did something once doesn't mean you can't do it again. I think we all need to hear that. I know I need to hear that sometimes. Just because you made a decision once doesn't mean you making that decision again is going to lead to failure. There was something in you moving that I'm sure you gained. If you don't see it now, maybe in the future, you'll be able to look back and go, oh, I can see how my first move led but baby girl, I call everybody girl, move. All right? Let me pull some guidance for you because I feel like you might need it. Timid and shy and scared am I to face the world of men. Totally unprepared am I of things beyond my ken. I need someone older and wiser telling me what to do. You are 17, going on 18. I'll depend on you. Strength. Your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. And that's what the sun would be, that you'll be provided for, right? Like, plants are going to grow because plants don't try to grow. Did you know that? Like, a lot of creatures in this world don't try. They just kind of like move. And the gift and curse, the blessing and of humanity is like we doubt, we think, we have a brain, right? We don't just, we're not living in Eden where everything is provided to us. We're living in a world where, where's my next meal going to come from? Where's the money for this going to come from? Where's the partner for this going to come from? Are they going to, I think this is saying you have the strength, you have the resilience to move, you can do it. Have more faith in yourself, but also have faith in the higher power, that the higher power will provide for you. And that's scary. I think a lot of us don't have trust in that, and honestly, shit makes sense. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting tasks is yours this time. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. As the potency of your connections becomes more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. So if it moves you or behooves you, move, Pal 6. Whatever that means to you in your current circumstances, do that. And go to the place that you think is really going to bring you the most joy. Right? Like, go to the place that's going to light you up and make you feel like a kid again, or make you feel that inner innocent joy. So if you're having a choice, like, oh, okay, Luce, I know I got to move, but like, honestly, to where? Like, there's a few options. Go to the place that is going to light you up. It could be a place with more sun. Okay, it could be a place with more sun. It could be a place with less growth, like less mobility. I don't know. There's something about that. It could be, but not in your, I don't know. As in if it's like work. It could be a place with maybe a lot of it. I don't know. But make the choice based off of, where am I going to thrive the most? Which garden do I want to be planted in for the most nutrition in the soil? And that's not always a big farm. Sometimes that's a backyard garden, because the person taking care of that home and that little garden patch is dedicated to their little garden patch. Or maybe it's in a pot of soil. That is the one pot in the place, and it's being fed because it's the only one. Right? Choose the thing that is going to bring you the most joy, not the thing that you think you should choose. All right, baby girl. I'll call everybody girl. Bye. I wish you everything. Keep your light on. Good luck. See you next time. And let me know what this was for you in the comments. Peace. Hey, Paltua. Paltua. It's been a minute, Paltua. Stay or move? Stay or go? What we doing? What we doing? Oh, that was a smooth shuffle. I haven't used the traditional Rider-Waite deck in so long. I've just been using like variations of her, but we out here today. We are out here today. Totally unprepared am I of things beyond my ken. I need someone older and wiser telling me what to do. That's crazy. You are 17, going on 18. I depend, Jesus, on you. Crazy. See, this is what I thought, right? I said to myself, I wasn't expecting it to happen. I was like, hey, wouldn't it be crazy if you got both a stay and also move? Like, yes to both. Hey, stay or move? Yes. And this is what this is. 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups in reverse, the Sun in reverse, wild. The 5 of Cups, the Lovers. I need someone older and wiser telling me what to do. At the top of the deck, we got the Chariot. I'm gonna put her right here. Honorary mention. Should you stay? Yes. According to how I was gonna read this, yes. Should you go? Also, yes. Here's the thing. Luce, it doesn't help me. Staying is hard. And that doesn't necessarily mean moving. You feel me? Just because something is hard doesn't necessarily mean it's not worth it. It's kind of looking like it's not worth it. 10 of Wands leading into the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups in reverse. It's really giving, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to wait for my life to be over. Like, you just don't want to leave where you're at. But I think there's been a lot of efforts put into this, a lot of work put into this, and a lot of passion put into this. And a lot of your sort of like stability and sense of place and money even is tied to this. Maybe where you're at is closer to work. Maybe what you've been doing for so long, and you know what it is that you're doing, but it's just not providing for you the things that you want anymore. It's not, the juice ain't worth the squeeze no more, right? We got a little bit of arthritis going on. Or they just don't make them juices, the squeezes as packed as they used to be once upon a time. And the 4 of Cups here is giving me a story of, I don't think I want this anymore. At all. I don't think I want whatever even comes. I don't think I even want this juice anymore. I think I'm off juice. I think I just want water. I think I'm off juice. I'm off juice. It's not, the juice isn't even worth the squeeze because I don't even think I want the juice. So should you stay? It looks like a no, unless you can reframe your mind around the juice and it being worth the squeeze, and that passion or whatever can make it make more sense. But it feels like this staying feels more like a no. It's uncomfortable. Or else why would you be asking yourself this question, right? So when I look deeper at the wisdom of the cards, at the wisdom of the tarot and the messaging that's coming through here from Spirit, it's looking like the juice may not be worth the squeeze. And something about staying, as virtuous or as much work as you've put into this, is it hurting you more than it's really giving you back? It kind of looks like it's hurting you more than it's giving you back. And that you don't even want whatever it's giving. Whatever positive it was giving, it's not giving to the depths that are even charting anymore for you. It's not making sense anymore. And this kind of thing can almost make you sick. This kind of thing can almost just make you so tired and drained, and you wonder why, and you think you're depressed, or maybe you might be, or you think, all these things, but really it's just that what you've been putting your time in, where you've been at, your environment, it's just not good for you anymore. It's not what you want. It's not what your soul wants anymore. So staying, I can see why one would want to stay. There's a lot of work been put into this, a lot of passion. It's the devil, right? It's tough. Now going is the devil you don't. Going is the unknown heaven. Do we stay with the hell we know, or do we try to make the choice for an unknown heaven, which may not even be a heaven? We don't know. We have the Lovers, the Five of Cups, and the Sun in reverse. 2 major arcana showing up for you here. Meaning you're aware of how big of a choice it would be for you to leave this situation, for you to move, for you to relocate, for you to go, whatever that means for you at this particular point in time as you're watching this. And the symphony of cicadas, cicadas, or whoever that is outside, they really are going. Oh, they quieting down. Thanks. I'm busy here. The Sun in reverse is not that bad. I was giggling because another pile had the Sun in this exact position, but it was in the upright. It made me giggle. It's got maybe nothing to do with you, maybe, unless you have multiple piles that you're watching here for. I don't want to wait for my love to be over. The Chariot. That's crazy. 552. Oh, pile 2. This is hard. I am going to pull some guidance for you. The 5 of Cups talks about some bittersweetness, some sadness, some disappointment. So even though moving is appealing, it looks like it wouldn't be without its heartache, right? So it really is the devil you do versus the devil you don't, except it could be an unknown heaven. And it could be that moving puts you in a position where maybe you're now sharing with other people. You're beholden to other people and sharing with them and being in communion with them where you didn't want to be. I don't know. That could be somebody's story. It's not for everybody. But if it's with the Lovers here, that's with moving. But with the Lovers here, with the moving, it's kind of saying that would be like a very pivotal point in your life. And some of your concerns about that move are valid. So don't disconnect from your valid thoughts and concerns about moving. I think there's some wisdom to you having those doubts. And I think if moving is what you want, start to see if there's any solutions to your excuses or some of the things that you're concerned about in the moving. What are those? And is it possible to take care of those beforehand, or can you come up with some solutions so that the move, if and when something unsavory happens or something that you didn't want or an eventuality happens, you're sort of prepared because you have a solution already, or at least a plan of attack. To me, the Lovers is like, okay. Spirit just kind of whispered, I heard commitment. It's coming together. Because what I was going to say is not what I heard. And Spirit was like, wait. With the Lovers, to me, it's not very, even in the upright, it's not a very yes card to me. It's a very like, this is a choice you're making. Like, you are at a checkpoint in a game. You have to save because the decision you make will affect the outcome of the game. What path are you going to take? Are you going to take this path and follow this course of action? Or are you going to take this path and follow that course of action? You cannot have both. You're choosing. And so to me, it's just the choice, right? It's neither a yes or a no. It's kind of throwing it back to you and saying, yeah, there is a fucking choice here. There is a fucking choice. There's a real fucking choice. And what's the choice that you're gonna make? But from what I heard Spirit say, it's a commitment. Committing to something. So moving has an air of committing to something. Joining forces, sharing with others. And there's some sadness to it though. I don't know what that is for you. I feel like when I saw this, it was moving away, right? It was leaving behind the people, places, and familiarities that you've grown accustomed to, that you've known. And that's sort of the heartbreak behind the move. It's starting over, perhaps in some ways. It's having some, sunny days, but overcast, right? There's cloudy days, whereas the sun, it's there, but it's also not there. It's daytime, but it's also not. The sun is setting quicker than usual, and maybe the weather isn't exactly how you'd like it to be, and you miss home where the sun was always shining. Even if it was a bad day, the sun was always shining. You could always see it. Okay, that's me talking about weather now, but really what I'm saying here is, if you move, some of the concerns could be that you don't want to start over, or you don't want to move away from the people, places, and things that you know, and that's hard. That's what the Five of Cups could be here, but that doesn't necessarily mean not moving. It's just sort of dealing with some of that sadness. Because you don't want to wait for your life to be over. And the Chariot to me here means move. It didn't come up in the reverse. The reverse Chariot is stay your ass at home. The Chariot in the upright is move. So with this one, pal, too, I'd have to say your actual answer towards the end of all things is to move. But to move with yourself, not against yourself, right? To move in a way where if you have some concerns about moving, try to address them before you do them. Try to address them before you move. Because I just don't think there's much for you where you're at. You've done a lot. It's sunk cost fallacy where you keep investing, but time is going. And I don't want to wait for my life to be over. I don't know how the rest of the song goes. A friend of mine and I have a lyric after that. That is not appropriate for me to say. And it's also the wrong lyric. But yeah, pal too. I think for you, there is something for you in moving. It's just follow your heart. Follow what makes sense. Be smart about the choice that you're making. It's not an empty, woohoo, let's go. No, this is not a fool's choice. This is a wise choice, knowing full well what's going to happen, who's going to be affected by it, and knowing why you're doing it to keep you going. Because there's going to be some, not dark days. I don't think the sun in reverse is dark days at all. The moon is maybe dark days, you know what I mean? The stars is maybe dark days, I suppose. But the sun in reverse is not dark days. The sun in reverse to me is an energy where, well, things are good, but a lot of those fears and worries that we had are real. And we need to come up with solutions for them. The Chariot is following the star. So having something dangling in front of you, giving yourself a carrot so that your horse can ride on and keep you going when you make this move. I think be smart about the movement that you're going to be making, okay? I'm going to get you some guidance with this. I don't like the two cards came out. Solitude, right. That's that hermit energy of the Five of Cups. That energy of following the star and thinking about what you're doing. So take some time out to think about what you want to do, troubleshoot the problems, and start coming up with some solutions, right? Coming to life, do it slowly. Take your time, but definitely use your time well. Things are coming to life. The sun here is slowly rising, and the sun will rise. The sun always rises. It's just sometimes some days may be shorter than others. Some seasons the sun may rise and be up for longer than others, right? Longer days, shorter nights. But with coming to life here, it's telling me that. And Field of Dreams wants to come out as well. Gentle Gardener, of nurturing your dreams, giving yourself that credence to follow what's in your heart. and what's kind of like moving you forward, because honestly, I don't want to wait for my life to be over. Meditation is required when you receive the solitude card as a sign. Empty your mind of superfluous thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. This is not an advantageous time to ask questions or push forward in any way. Rather, it's a period of conscious retreat. What's called for now is to step back and take focus off of your life and your troubles. You'll be surprised by how things sort themselves out once you've replenished your energy by means of a much needed rest and time out. I really like that. I'm glad I read that, because this is about taking some time away from your woes and just kind of seeing what bubbles up within you, like what bubbles up in you from your soul when you sort of breathe into it and give it the space to speak to you. Coming to life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at the very least matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. That's that Four of Cups. And that Ten of Wands, that Five of Pentacles. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you possibly imagine. I think that could even be the sun, the slow waking up of the dream that's inside of you, trying to, unsatisfied with what's going on right now and looking elsewhere, trying to beep, 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 find the place that makes the most sense for you. Now is the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. So take that into your heart and see what you can do about that. Take that seriously. But if you would like a personal reading to see about your personal situation, see what Spirit has to say about you in particular, what you maybe need to focus on or what you need to really think about, come through. I don't bite. The link, for booking a reading with me is in the description box below. Or if you just want to have like a more custom reading and have me, show you what we can read for, you can just send me an email, and you're under no obligation to book if you sort of figure things out before we do the reading. Okay? I wish you everything, pal, too. I really do. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, pal 7. Stay or move. Stay or go. What we doing then? Staying or going? What are we gonna do? I'm gonna pull out several cards here. The Seven of Swords saying hello. It's funny. Thanks, Spirit. Appreciate you. Okay, pal 7. Oh, okay. Alright, good. Now, see, pal 7, of course you did. You gave me the most straightforward reading, but also, excuse me? Okay. Pal 7, what's going on here? What's the decision here? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? What's going on? Come on. We have the Empress, the Seven of Swords, who said, "Hiya, I am here." Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Chariot, which made me giggle. The Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Knight of Swords. Oh boy. I'm going to go into this more and see what Spirit wants to say to this decision. I'm getting a stay. Right? Initial reactions, it looked like a stay. However, I think there's some things that we need to flesh out within you. Okay? So indulge me and let's see if this hits for you, if this resonates. Something might, especially towards the end. So stay tuned. I don't know if you're bored. I don't know if you want more, if you're hungry for more. It's giving Capricorn, it's giving Taurus, it's giving insatiable, it's giving yes and more, it's giving, it's giving. The Seven of Swords is really, really weird. But what's also weird is the Queen of Cups and the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. Like, what is happening? So, let's talk about the Queen of Cups first, because the Seven of Swords, I just can't with it right now. The Queen of Cups is... This feels like somebody that wants to shake things up. Okay? Power 7. This looks like somebody that wants to shake things up. And want to do things in their life to shake things up. It looks like there's something bigger happening here outside of a stay and go situation. The Empress, the Seven of Swords, this is an energy of, it seems to me that there is fruitfulness where you're at. There is growth. There is expansion where you're at. And you're kind of like, nah, it must be elsewhere. I feel like your heart is elsewhere. Your heart, I feel like you want chaos, Paul 7. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like you want chaos. I feel like you're bored in a way, right? Respectfully, perhaps the board is not bored. Maybe you're too settled. Maybe you want excitement and you're doing certain things, or you're wanting certain things, and you feel like, oh, maybe this is the thing, right? But it's not. I don't think moving is for you at this particular point in time, Pal 7. Okay? I think you want an adventure, but I don't think you want to... I don't feel... It doesn't look like it would be the wisest choice to play around with your entire life and what you've established and where you're at. I think if you need to go on vacation, if you need to take a hot week off, if you need to book a trip, if you need to do a thing, if you need to Stella get her groove back for a hot weekend, or I'd say more than weekend. I think this calls for a medicine that's more than a weekend. If you can manage 10 days, 2 weeks, do it. I feel like if there's something you can do on the weekends, maybe for the interim, to sort of, look at them crickets singing that song. They agreeing. Come on now. And now they slow. See, every time I call them out, they calm down. Maybe something for a weekend. Go to a haunted house, or go to a destruction room, or an escape room. I don't know, baby girl. I'll call everybody girl. But I feel like your soul just kind of needs a little boom, clear, right? You just need a little jump start. I don't think you need to move at this particular point in time. It doesn't look like it would be in your best interest to move at this particular point in time. I feel like there's still some things that are of value where you're at, and perhaps 3355, you're missing out on those things because of them being so regular, so commonplace, so like you don't look in your area, like you think you've seen everything, or you've done everything, or you know everything, but there's something where you're at that is still very fruitful, that you may not quite be seeing. I gotta clarify this reading, because what is happening? You really don't want to stay. You really don't want to stay. Clarifying the stay is, and this sort of, I don't know, clarifying the Seven of Swords, I don't know what it's clarifying, but it's clarifying what I need to clarify. The Queen of Wands in reverse and the Five of Wands. Okay, Five of Wands in reverse is not bad, but it's almost like stalemate. It almost like sucks. I feel like this has to do with people. I mean, even with the Three of Pentacles, it kind of looks like people and work. I mean, honestly, with the staying, now that I'm seeing something else here, you may just need to find... Alright, okay, so if you're wondering about your job, right? If you're wondering about your job and you're like, I don't know if I should just move cities and go find a job in a new city. Or a new state, right? Something bigger, a new state, a new country. No. This feels like no. What I'm sort of more so getting here is to find a place within where you're at, or the realm of where you're at. Like, you don't, it can be in the same state. It doesn't mean that, like, a different state. I don't think it should be a different state. So maybe you're having like coworker issues or connection issues. I think should you get out of that? Yeah, I think you could, and do it in silence. Seven of Swords, right? Do it in silence. Do it secretly. Start looking at other places. Start doing things in secret at work. Or for whatever situation this is, start looking in secret, in private. Be smart about it. Be smart about your decisions and your choices. But stay within like the same industry. Stay within the same maybe company. Stay within the same, I don't know, city, or like 10 mile, 20 mile radius or something like that. Like there's something in your niche or in whatever this thing is where you should stay, but move in it. Don't necessarily go out of it. I hope that makes sense. Because even with this Five of Wands, it's almost like don't fight, don't engage, right? It's like you may be looking, you may be, I don't fucking, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. This person's body is moving towards this discord, but their brain is looking at the beauty they have, the abundance they have, the opportunities that they have, but their body is moving in such a way that it's moving away from the abundance that they have. So don't do that. Be smart about what you're doing. Look at what you have and see how you can grow what you have. Don't act in accordance with the vileness that's going on, right? If you don't want vileness in your world, that's fine. Then look at where the abundance is and go there, grow there in that direction. I don't think you have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. This is what this kind of looks like. You moving entirely kind of feels like you'd be throwing away the baby with the bathwater. Okay, let's pull some guidance for you, because what? Metamorphosis in reverse, okay, and home. Like, stay and slow and steady, right? That's about slowness. Can you see? Is this too dark? Yeah, and slow and steady in the reverse. So that's home. That's staying at home. You found home. This is where you're meant to be, or for now. There's just crud that you may be moving towards, but you need to be maybe a little bit more in alignment with what you're focusing on and what you're doing, what you're looking at and how you're moving. Metamorphosis in reverse is there are times of chaos and darkness that occur. Much like the growing pains experienced by the caterpillar who is in the process of becoming a butterfly. There is a tendency to expect the worst when the first signs of difficulty arise, right? When something is taken away or unwanted circumstances come to challenge you to let go of old ideas about how life is supposed to be. You are not the victim. You are not a victim. Rather, you're experiencing the temporary discomfort we all must go through before the beauty is revealed. And baby girl, I call everybody girl. There is beauty here. The Empress is the beauty here. I think I've said beauty too, but there is something in this space for you. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Queen of Cups in reverse moving towards the Chariot is not in your best interest. It's not in your best interest to move. You can sort of like, you know, shimmy, but make sure that your brain, body, mind, soul, and heart are in alignment with what you want to do. There is abundance in the situation that you're in. Just, what did Metamorphosis say? It's temporary chaos. Do not let the temporary chaos that happens make you throw out the baby with the bathwater. Okay, so stay, Pile 7. Stay. That's what I have for you. If you would like a personal reading for your personal situation, we can absolutely do that. The link is in the description box below to my website, or you can just cut the corners and email me and say, hey, Luce, I would like a reading on this, that, and the other. What do you have for me? And we can make a custom reading for you. And that's no problem at all. I wish you everything, Pal 7, okay? Keep your light on and good luck. Bye-bye.